Hi guys, welcome to Tiffany's Homemade Sourdough Goodies. Today, this video will be focused on my dough day and my bake day. Hopefully. I've tried to do this many times, but we make it like halfway through, so let's pray. But this is in preparation for the full moon market, which is every full moon at Fields Farm and Garden, and I'm really excited. So on the menu, we have regular loaves, some baguettes, pretzels, cookies, Pop-Tarts, scones, and then cookie sandwiches, which I'm really excited for. And we're getting buttercream from another local vendor, so love supporting local, yay! And we're gonna pick that up tonight, so yay, let's get started. Okay, so right now I am mixing the dough into a shaggy dough. Mixing the ingredients into a shaggy dough, that's what I'm doing. And I always start off with the basic ones, so then we can just go one to one to one, and then we can clean it off and do the ube. And then we go in with our hands after. So we can only do so much with this. Clean her off. See, clean hands. Good. Okay. Guys, this is not good. My dough is at 70.5 degrees. I'm so scared that it's gonna overproof. I'm really scared that the Classic's gonna overproof because that's at 71.4. And I kind of don't understand why, because I use the same temperature of water and the same amount of ice cubes. But there is one more loaf in that one, so that could be it. Because, actually, yeah, that totally is it. See, this is why you take notes. So, if I ever were to do this again on a really hot day, I would increase the ice cubes by 1. So, I would put 1 ice cube in there for every loaf that I'm doing. So, Classic 5 ice cubes, Rosemary 3, which is what I did, and it's at a perfect temperature. And then Ube and Cinnamon Swirl, 4 ice cubes. So, the ice cubes need to go with the quantity of dough that you're doing. Duh! See, these are the best investments that I made in my business because I also have one in my fridge. It tells me the temperature in my fridge. And then this, great for knowing when the bread is done in the oven, but more importantly, doing the bulk fermentation. Thank you. Yeah. And it says that it's 74.7 right here. And this one says that it's 80. So it's always good to have 2 so then you can double check. Okay. Let's make some cinnamon swirl. Filling. Okay, now we're gonna start baking. I'm wearing shorts, by the way. Just hard to tell. Okay, so preheat the oven, step number 1. Step number 2 is prep what we're baking. First in the oven, I'm gonna do Pop-Tarts. So let's get that prepared. Shout out to the best pan ever, USA Pan. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. Okay, so on the menu today we have cherry and raspberry Pop-Tarts. Now, I prepped these the day before, so they're in the freezer. Unload. and set up our parchment. Okay, so you might ask, how do you tell the difference between the cherry and the raspberry? Well, the raspberry I poked forks in, and then the cherry, it's just normal. So then I won't forget. Also, it's really hot today, so that bread, I'm not gonna do the last stretch and fold. We're just gonna do 3 stretch and folds. We're letting it rest for about an hour, and then I'm gonna shape it. On the docket for the oven today are these Pop-Tarts. Then I have maple pecan scones and maple berry scones, as well as cookies. And I'm so excited because we're gonna do cookie sandwiches, and this is my first time doing cookie sandwiches, and we're gonna use another vendor's buttercream. Oven is preheated, so let's do this shit. Let's do it. That's done. Now we set a timer for 30 minutes, and then we flip the pans, and then we flip the pan itself. If you do not have this tool yet, you need it. Trust. Trust. It will save you. I used to put flour out with my hands, like sprinkle it. No, not the same. I thought that it was the same until my mommy got me this. Thank you, Mommy. Changed my life. Okay, let's start dividing into approximately 1,000 gram pieces. Per drop. Okay, so we cleaned up from the cinnamon, which was a mess, and now we're gonna do the rosemary. And to be honest, I forgot to write down the temperature for the cinnamon. So we're gonna put an approximation in our notebook. You always write down what you know, even if you F up. That's like the most important part. Even if you F up. Yeah, okay. Glad I did this one last because this one's at an adequate temperature. This one's at 72.5. And this is all relative to my fridge. My fridge, she likes to not really work. So don't take what I'm doing and apply it. Everybody's different. That's why sourdough is very intuitive. So, there you go.
So what I've learned through this process are the different types of yeasts and that.
Co-pilot, banana almost got me in my dream this time.
The banana's getting more aggressive, huh? It might mean you're feeling pursued by a responsibility.
And the timer just went off for the Pop-Tarts, so we're gonna do that. Uh-oh. One of the cherries exploded. See, this is what they look like when they're done. This is what they look like. They're so pretty. That is the exploded one right there. So we'll see what the bottom looks like. If it's burnt, we can't serve it. So she'll be a sample if that is the case.
But I'm just trying to figure out if I want to go work a bakery in the city, but I can't work in any sort of bakery because my food allergies are so severe. I can't work around dairy or eggs when it's in the air because it's fairly certain I have airborne allergies.
Here's another reality check into running a micro bakery. The dishes. You're just doing dishes 100% of the time. Good thing I worked at Dairy Queen and I got good at dishes, so let's grind this shit out. We just completed dishes and I just got a shower, to be honest. Like, dishes and shower all in one. Thank you very much. Okay, so I always temp my scones to make sure that they're cooked on the inside. And you're looking for at least 200. 200. Now let's go unload. Look at that brownie! That looks so good. Okay, they're gonna fall. God, these smell so good. Now let's go prep the cookies. Yay! Okay, another behind the scenes that sometimes people don't really recognize or know is that I make my own stickers. So this week we have a new flavor Pop-Tarts, so I need to update the flavors. And then also, I'm doing that cookie sandwich with the buttercream, and I'm so excited. So excited. So we need to make a label for that as well. Okay, y'all, so I need to make a new label for a Pop-Tart. And I make my own labels on Canva, and then I print them off with this address printer labeler thing. And I use stickers, thermal stickers. So I have a 4x6 for my bread, and then I have a 3x2 for my goodies. So I'm gonna make the cherry Pop-Tart and then also the ice cream sandwich. Yay! Cookie time!
Always replace your razor blades. These things don't cost very much. I don't even know if one razor blade costs a penny. We buy them by like 1,000 packs for $2. And after one round, we would spray that water into the hot oven to generate steam, and then hope that it didn't all evaporate.
Okay guys, so now that we are gonna let these dry, like the glaze, we're gonna let them crust over. That sounds so bad. But then we can package them. So, yay! Get hyped! Okay guys, everything's done baking. So here's an overview of all the goodies. Besides the pretzels. Since it was really hot today, we're gonna have to wait on the pretzels. They go in the fridge for about an hour prior to the lye bath. And now we're gonna do the last set of dishes. Okay, so the plan is we're gonna do stickers, we're gonna do our timeline for tomorrow, we're gonna maybe package a few items just because it's so hot in here. I want it to like fully cool down. So maybe we'll wait to package them tomorrow morning when I wake up and am preheating the oven. And lastly, we need to pick up the buttercream, which is kind of convenient because I'm gonna go charge my car like prior to picking up the buttercream, which is good because I need it to be charged to make it to the market tomorrow. So, yay. So normally what I do is I write out my to-do list on this planner for the week that I made. But I'm really stressed out about these pretzels. These pretzels are gonna kill me. So we're gonna write it out on the whiteboard because this, as you can tell, cannot fit any more stuff on Saturday. So we're gonna rewrite Saturday from here onto here, but with also better timestamps of when I need to do the dough, knead it, bulk ferment, pre-shape, shape, cold proof, and then the lye bath. Specifically for the pretzels. Preheat oven. And then we're baking bread all the way up until around 10 o'clock. So this is sourdough bread. All right. And while that's happening, we need to start our baguettes. So we're gonna pre-shape our baguettes at 8. I'm gonna shape them. And then we're gonna bake baguettes all the way up until noon. Bake baguettes. All right, so we work backwards when we're doing this because otherwise, like, I don't know what I'm doing. So we work backwards. Bake pretzels. So this will be right here. And then above that, we need to do the lye bath. And then like here to here. That's gonna be cold proof. Okay. And then reshape and shape them. So if I mix it at 6, 7, 8, 9, 9:30. Okay, mix. Correct. And then an hour in, we need to do stretch and folds. Okay, so now I feel a lot less stressed. Package. Bread. Baguettes. And pretzels. Okay. So then at 2 we can get ready. Like get ready for the market, you know? Like I'm gonna brush my teeth and stuff when I wake up, but I need to get ready for the market. I need to look presentable. Get market ready. And around 5, I need a shower. And I'm probably gonna package tomorrow morning. And then at 3, we're gonna pack the car up. Because I need to be at the market at 5:15. Pack up car. Oh, I also need a post tomorrow. So I post every other day. Yes, there's a rhythm to my madness. I post every other day. Post. Oh, also, story. Don't forget your story. Gotta say that we're gonna be at the full moon market. Okay. So now I can breathe, and now I feel a lot better about tomorrow's bake day. Okay guys, I don't have my mic, I forgot it. But I just went grocery shopping and we're killing 2 birds with one stone. Now I'm just waiting for a text from the buttercream gal, Miss Pamela. She's gonna text me when the buttercream is ready to be picked up. I just preheated the oven and I posted, and it is 2:15 a.m. So now I'm gonna go brush my teeth and get dressed and then slice some bread. Okay, good morning. We have brushed our teeth and gotten dressed, and now we need to slice some bread. It's time. So first I like to do cinnamon swirls. And then I do my other ones. Just because. Okay, we'll see. decrease the temperature by 20 degrees. And then I'm gonna set a timer for 30 minutes. And in that 30 minutes, the lid's gonna be on and it's gonna bake at 480. And then I'm gonna take the lid off, reduce the heat to 450, and leave it in there for like 10-15 minutes to brown. Okay, good morning. And now, like in between while this is happening, do you remember what we made yesterday? That's what I'm gonna go do. So I need to package those goodies and I need to assemble the cookie sandwiches. But before that, I got home late last night. I kind of stopped recording, but I picked up my buttercream. I got home kind of late because, to be honest, 2 missionaries came up to the house and we did not answer the door. We hid in the kitchen, so that set me back a little bit, and thus I did not package my goodie. But yeah, I was a little late because we did not want to talk to 2 missionaries at 9 o'clock at night. So, you know. Okay guys, this is the setup. So I have buttercream, and then I have these cookies that I'm gonna fill. My plan is to do 10 of them, and hopefully it goes well. And then I also have these packaged. Thus far, I've done pretty much all of the loaves. I only have these 2 left, and then I've done the pretzel dough, and I've also done the baguette pre-shape. So we need, next step is to shape the baguettes and then throw this bread in the oven. And I have my pizza steel preheating in there while I'm baking this last round of bread. So we're being efficient and we're not wasting electricity. So, Alright, there's the baguette dough pre-shaped. Here's my couche that I need to lightly flour. And then, so these are the pretzels. You can see my finger. I poked them to ensure that it's not overproofing. So. Okay guys, so it's currently like almost 11 and we have all the baguettes done. Well, the last that's in the oven, and then all the bread's done. We shaped the pretzels, so now we gotta do the lye bath for the pretzels. So we got a bowl, and then I'm gonna get sodium hydroxide. And then for PPE, personal protective equipment, we have goggles just in case we splash, but we're not going to. And then gloves, so we don't burn our hands off. So let's get to dipping and scoring and salting and baking. Okay guys, so we have the pretzels, the baguettes, and the bread. Yum. We can't forget the cookies, the Pop-Tarts, the scones, and then in the fridge, the cookie sandwiches all wrapped up. It's also really hot in my fridge. It's fucking 70 degrees. Hey guys, so everything is going to plan. Everything's baked, which is really good. I feel a lot less stressed. And now we need a package, get market ready, and pack up the car. But before I did that, I went over to my neighbor's house, and she graciously let me borrow this, which is literally going to be such a lifesaver, because right now I have pretzels that still need to be packaged, and I'm going to put those in this black crate, and then this is going to be for my cookies, because otherwise I'd have to do these boxes, and that's not aesthetically pleasing. So this is very nice. Love, thank you so much. Thank you. Okay, funny story. Wow, I cannot believe I did this video with this happening. I literally cannot believe this. Okay, so the weather is not in our favor, and our farmers market got canceled. So we're pivoting, and we're doing my first official curbside pickup using Hot Plate. I had a little mental breakdown, but we got over it, and we're happy now. And on the bright side, this got me cracking on my website. Crack-a-lackin'. So that's great. But, like, I literally cannot believe this. I literally cannot. This is real life. This is real life, okay? So, oh my god. I'll show you what my storefront looks like instead of my market table. Okay, so this is what my storefront looks like. And these are all the products that I have. So, yay. Really happy about that one. Yeah. Okay guys, so that was a ride. You went through it with me. That is for sure. So right now it's not raining. I hope that it does rain, because then it was canceled for like a good reason, you know? I hope that it thunders and lightnings and hails. Give us all of it. Anyways, you might be asking yourself, what the heck did you do with the extras? So, well, I did do the Hot Plate. That was my first like official drop with actual customers, so that was really good. I was not expecting anything from it. I was expecting nobody to order, because that's happened in the past times that I've done it. But actually 3 people ordered, so I was very happy. And then, what else did I do with the other stuff? Great question. Well, my neighbor, also a customer, is so kind, and she's been through this market before, and she knows baked goods and how you can't keep them for long, like jams and jellies and crafts. So she came over and she raided my stock. I love her so much. She did a good amount of damage, and she's gonna keep a lot of the stuff in her freezer. And then from the extra loaves, I'm gonna make croutons out of them, and the people at the Sioux market have been on me about making croutons, so this will be good. Maybe it was a blessing in disguise. And then for the other extra goodies, like the scones, the cookies, the Pop-Tarts, all of those, I donated them. So half, like 2/3 of it went to the fire department. And I haven't donated there before, but 2 other vendors that I know in this local community donate to the fire department. So I knew that that would be a good place to go. Gave them a whole bunch of stuff. And then I also donated to a local cafe. And the owners there, they have supported me in the past few weeks at the market that I normally go to, which is right across the street from them. So that's pretty cool, and I knew that they would appreciate it. So I gave them the extra goodies. And this is just what running a business is like. You go with the flow. go with the flow of things. You have your little mental breakdown, you call your mommy and you cry, and then you get to work and you fix your website and you launch it and you get a few customers and then you figure out what to do with the rest. You do what you can. And I did what I could. So, thanks for coming along on this wild ride. It was a wild one this week. But I appreciate you, especially if you stayed through all of this. This is a long video. Okay guys, thank you so much for coming along on this wild ride. It's been a journey, and this is the reality. It was shown. So, if you have any questions, comments, leave them down below, and I'll try and answer them. If you want any, like, highlighted section video, like, I don't know, the market, the day of the market, the prep day, the dough day, I can do that in, like, their own individual videos, and then you'll get more insight on that specific day. This was kind of just like a very rough overview. It was my first long form YouTube video, so yeah, it was a wild ride. I don't know how else to explain it. Oh, also, I forgot that I had cookie sandwiches in here when I went to donate last night. So this morning, I opened my fridge and was like, oh, I literally have like 10 cookie sandwiches I need to get rid of. So I went to the local dispensary and I donated it to them. In that dispensary, actually I got my scholarship from that like brand. They're a corporation, so they have multiple different locations, but I thought that it would be cool to spread the wealth a little bit, you know? Spread the wealth. That's what I was trying to say yesterday, but I didn't. If you want more of this content, make sure to subscribe so you never miss a video. Thank you. Goodbye.